Hey guys, I'm here with part 2 of the 2019 goal setting segment that I wanted to go over with you guys. And part 2 includes the fancy spreadsheet that we're giving to all the agents in our company, and I'm going to offer that to you. But before I get to that, I want to go back to what I had talked to you about in part 1. Part 1 was me asking you the famous question that I ask everyone, which is, what are you going to do differently to change the outcome? So if you are, next year I'm going to sell this many houses, this year I sold 10, next year I'm going to sell 30. Again, mindset, mind frame, planning. What are you going to do differently? A real estate coach that we work with, John Cheplak, he talks about interrupting the pattern. What are you going to do to your pattern to interrupt it, make a change so that you can implement new things? You know, if your day is already maxed out, you can't tell me, oh, I'm going to sell more houses. Well, where's it going to fit? You're already working 16 hours a day. What are you going to take out of your life to create more time? What discipline are you going to put in? So think about those things because they're critically important. Now what I want to talk to you about is analyzing the numbers, how you're going to get there. Again, it's easy to start down the bottom with, I'm going to sell this many homes, but I want you to start at the top of the funnel. Okay, how many leads are you going to get? Of those leads, how many are you going to speak to? Of the leads that you speak to, how many are you going to meet with? Of the leads you meet with, how many are you going to sign up? So for the purpose of this spreadsheet, we jumped straight to appointments instead of going over how many you're going to speak to, how many you're going to schedule an appointment with, because even from appointment on, there's still a lot of numerical metrics that I want you guys to be thinking about. Take for example, so this spreadsheet's pretty simple. It says sellers, buyers, right? Just like this. If you look here at buyers, how many buyer appointments do you intend on having next year? You intend on having 30. Okay. Hopefully you're thinking about how you're going to get that 30. How many leads are you going to need? Of the leads, how many are you going to speak to, as I mentioned before. But for the purpose of this sheet, for planning dollars and figuring out your dollars earned, I'm starting right at appointments. So if you have 30 appointments, and if you sign up 75% of the people you meet with, that means you're going to sign up about 22 and a half buyers. Out of the 22 and a half, obviously not a half, but you understand, that you sign up, you're going to sell homes to 60% of them. That's 13 and a half sales. Now you guys get what I did here. We plugged in percentages. If your percentages are better, if the buyers that you meet with, 90% of them are signing up, change that to 90. If 60% of the buyers you work, if 50% of the buyers that you work with and not 60 actually sign up, change the number. If 75% buy a home, change the number. Plug in whatever numbers are relevant to you, and it'll tell you how many home sales you will have. Then, takes it a step further. You plug in your average sale price, whatever sale price you're at. If you're in California and your sale price is $1 million, put it in. If you're in Lawton, Oklahoma, and your average sale price is $250, just change that to $250 and keep going down. Whatever the average commission is in your market. Is it, 2 apples, 3 apples, 2.5, whatever it is, you plug it in there. And then that will tell you the total revenue that you're going to bring in from doing these transactions, and then you put your split that you have with your company in here, okay? If you're someone who does a significant amount of business, your split might be high. If you're someone that's brand new, your split could be 50%. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you plug it in, and that will tell you how much money you're going to make from buyers. Then you can do the same thing for sellers. And then if you scroll down, it'll show you how it adds the two together. But guys, so this will solve the biggest thing, which is what people are always concerned about. What am I going to make? I'm going to make $200,000 next year. Okay, well, plug the numbers in and see if that's possible. Because if it's not, what are you going to do differently to change the outcome? If you're not doing enough buyer appointments, I have 2 questions for you. 1, are you producing enough buyer leads? If you think you are and you're not getting enough people converted, then seek out some conversion training. I know a really good buyer conversion trainer from Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. The guy's really good. Kidding. But my point is, you need to look at all the way down the funnel and figure out where you can do better, where you can improve, what you can do differently to change the outcome, how you can interrupt the pattern. And this will help you figure all those numbers out because it does get a little bit confusing. So Lauren's arm is getting really tired now. And I wanted to go over this with you guys. This is part 2. Leave your, let me think about this, email below and we will email you this spreadsheet. Okay, for those of you that want this spreadsheet, post your email in the comments. On its own, if you have a question, post or a statement or a thought, put that in a separate comment. So one comment with just your email, put it in there. We'll take that and we'll get it out to you probably by Monday at the latest. All right, guys? Thanks very much.